Coming up on Look Today, a 5-year-old girl sustained serious injuries after her mother, who was under the influence, crashed a car into a tree. I've got details. And we take a look at Saratoga Beer Week, which was held at City Center in Saratoga. Plus, Marcia White, the president of SPAC, steps down from her post after 12 years. I've got those details. It's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm J. Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with young film critic Jackson Murphy to talk about movies and the upcoming series on Look TV. Plus, I also sit down with Warren County Sheriff Bud York. We're going to find out what the issues are concerning the Sheriff's Department of Warren County. Plus, we have your weather for the Tri-North counties. But first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, a 5-year-old girl has sustained serious injuries Sunday night after her mother, who was under the influence, drove the car into a tree. The girl was taken to Albany Med with internal injuries that included possible collapsed lungs. Now, the mother, Heather Getty of Queensbury, suffered minor injuries. They went through a stop sign at the corner of Lawrence and Prospect Streets in Glens Falls, hitting a tree head-on 7:50 p.m. Sunday. Now, the impact destroyed the vehicle, and the police interviewed Getty. They determined she was intoxicated. She refused to take a breath test or allow a blood sample to be taken. Police also found crack cocaine and prescription drug Suboxone. Well, Getty was charged with 2 felonies. The child's injuries are serious, and they are possibly life-threatening. In other news, Saratoga Beer Week came to a close on Saturday. The Saratoga City Center played host to the 5th Annual Beer Summit. Now, for a low cost of $40, people could sample beer from over 150 of America's finest craft breweries. In addition to all the beer, people enjoyed a communal atmosphere filled with live music and delicious food. We spoke to a guest, and here's what she had to say.
Because we all love beer, we love having fun, and the food's good, and we have a DD with us.
A designated driver, I have a feeling. Changing from news to weather. Well, today brought a lot of sunshine. Is it an early start to spring? Well, we'll see. Let's head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a detailed look at your weather. And back to the news. I want to give you an update on something that we broke on Friday, and this story will be developing all week. Marcia White, the president of the Saratoga Performing Arts Center, is going to step down at the end of the 2016 season. Now, she's been with SPAC for 12 years. Prior to SPAC, she was a press secretary for State Senator Joe Bruno. And Bruno, at the time, had come up with a large state grant for SPAC so they could bring back the New York City Ballet. Now, in her tenure, White focused on bringing a wide range of concerts and events to the theater, as well as focusing on finances, which secured the future of SPAC. There were also a lot of capital improvements during that time period. We're in contact with their office, and we're going to try to get Marcia in here for an interview. Well, up next, we sit down with Jackson Murphy to talk about a look at movies. Plus, I also sit down with Warren County Sheriff Bud York to find out what the main issues are concerning the Sheriff's Department in Warren County. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, or join us for an interview, give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.